words, no words, just emotions. Just let the emotions take over. No words. There's nothing to say. It's just the GX. It's just, I mean, what more do you want? Just look at it. Just look at it. Look at it.
Like, I'm buying this.
What do you think of the GX?
Dude, home freaking run. I mean, it's not Lexus fanboy, Toyota fanboy, anything like that. But like this thing, it's tech, but it's still old school at the same time. I freaking love it. I can't wait to drive it.
Deep breaths, deep breaths.
Welcome to Austin, everyone. I am here for the new Lexus GX and TX reveals. And before we head over to see the models, I wanted to bring you guys some of the specs, okay? So this is the specs on the vehicles. This is all of the information about them. And then I'm gonna intercut that with video of the reveals themselves, okay? So everything you wanted to know about the Lexus GX is in this video, at least everything that we have been told, and it is exciting. It is very exciting. This is a hotly anticipated model, and it is certainly a hotly anticipated model from me and Megan because this fits like everything that Megan wants in a luxury SUV. She wants it to look big and bold and truckish and have actual off-road potential just in case, and still have all of the sort of creature comforts that she desires after driving her ancient 2012 Suburban. So let's run down what we know so far, and I'm gonna kind of cut that in and out of what happens at the actual event.
They just pulled the wraps off of the GX and the TX over here, and people immediately flocked to the GX. I'm not even pointing at it there, now I'm pointing at it. The GX looks incredible, and I love it in this color, man. I gotta admit, in this color, it looks fantastic. So whatever I'm saying back in the hotel room, hi other me, I am even more impressed in person. This is a smash hit, home run. Let's see some more of it.
Okay, let's start with the basics. First of all, there are going to be 6 trims, including brand new trims called Overtrail and Overtrail Plus, and I know a lot of you guys probably are interested in those, so let's come back to that in a second. You get the usual Lexus 12-inch gauge cluster along with the usual Lexus 14-inch infotainment screen, both of which work very well, are somewhat customizable, and I'm a big fan of Lexus's updated infotainment system, so there's that, of course. You get a second row bench or captain's chairs, and a third row is available, although from what I've seen, and I'll cut in some footage from the event if I have some.
All right, guys, we're inside the Lexus GX where you can see it is appropriately blocky, but appropriately roomy. I fit perfectly in here. This is a spacious interior, and I could even fit behind myself. Let's check that out. All right, so I have the front seat where it was, and you can clearly see I've got plenty of space to sit behind myself with all that cargo space preserved. So that makes this an extremely roomy vehicle for its size, and perfect for us. I gotta stop saying that. I gotta stop saying that. Megan and I don't need any more reasons to buy this thing, and yeah, we're running out of reasons not to.
It's not so much a third row as it is kind of like jump seats kind of in the back. It does not look like a super accommodating third row. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you there is no way in heck that we would be ordering one with the third row. We would get the bench and the extra space.
Now that the crowds are starting to die down a bit, you can see here the storage space in the back of the Lexus GX is substantial. There is a lot of space back here in the Lexus GX. In fact, I was able to sit behind myself at 6'6", not, you know, with a ton of room, but I was able to squeeze back there, and you've got all this cargo space if you forego the third row jump seats. So this is an extremely versatile vehicle.
So I'll show you all of the available images and footage I have of that, but you get a bench or captain's chairs, and then there's that like kind of third row jump area for kids and pets only. Actually, I don't even know if I would put kids in there, to be honest with you. It feels kind of torturous, but it has all of the expected luxury features. It has Mark Levinson available. It has Lexus Safety 3.0 or 3.0 Plus or whatever. So all of the usual kind of Lexus goodness is there. And in typical Land Cruiser / Lexus LX fashion, it has a available cool box in the center console, which we've tested the LX before with that, and Megan really likes that feature. So if we get one of these, expect it to have a cool box. Oh, and maybe most excitedly, maybe the thing that I'm most excited about from the exterior sort of features and amenities is the flip up rear glass. It has flip up rear glass. Now that doesn't seem like a big deal, but all of you dog and pet owners out there know that is a big deal. And our Suburban has it, and we use it sometimes regularly when you're loading and unloading groceries, even though the back of the Suburban is currently filled with Goodwill bags, but you know, whatever. I'll take them out eventually.
Yeah, glass that goes up independent of the tailgate. Thank you.
Now let's talk about some of the platform specs, because this is the same platform as the Lexus LX 600. So it means you got the double wishbone front, you got the multi-link rear. You also have an available adaptive suspension, which is nice. You also have full-time four-wheel drive with a Torsen limited slip diff in the center that is locking. And the Overtrail models add an electronically locking rear differential. So you already can kind of see the off-road ability coming together. But the luxury sort of oriented GX is going to have the good on-road manners that you would expect from a more cushy Lexus. And according to the press release, it is going to switch faster between 4 high and 4 low. So when you do decide to kind of take it off-road, that switch is going to occur without, you know, you having to slow down, stop, and wait, and all that kind of stuff. You get 20-inch wheels standard. You get 18-inch wheels on the Overtrail and Overtrail Plus, because they're wrapped in 33s, which is pretty nice. And then you get 22-inch wheels on the sort of top trim.
So in the inevitable content barrage that's coming out about the Lexus GX, I bet a lot of people are sort of forgetting about the luxury trim. The Lexus GX is sort of a dual personality vehicle. You have the Overtrail and Overtrail kind of plus models, but there also comes in what you would expect from Lexus, a more luxurious trim. And that has more body colored finishings with the larger wheels and the smaller tires, and it looks pretty good. It still has that kind of G-Wagon-ish look, but I kind of like it more. It's sort of blending the best of both worlds. Let me know what you think, but I'm sort of digging the luxury vibe. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still going Overtrail for sure if we get this vehicle. But I gotta say that the luxury trim, especially this sort of dark gray silver, is a pretty handsome vehicle.
Now, what about the powertrain? This is something that I know a lot of people are very curious about, excited about. So let's talk about the Lexus GX powertrain, because this is officially called the Lexus GX 550. What the heck does that mean? It means you get a twin turbo V6 making 349 horsepower and 379 pound-feet of torque running through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, that's cool and all, but in the press release, it said a hybrid powertrain is coming. And we don't know anything about that hybrid powertrain yet. But if it's similar to the one in the Toyota Tundra, the iForce Max, that's a 437 horsepower engine with 583 pound-feet of torque. Can you imagine a higher output version of the Lexus GX, maybe the Lexus GX 600 or something, rocking 500 something pound-feet of torque? That sounds magical. And by magical, I mean amazing. Standard models tow 6,900 pounds, but the Overtrail models, with the expectation that you're going to want the extra capability, tow 8,000 pounds. So that's pretty impressive, and that's on the regular engine, the one I mentioned a second ago. Oh, speaking of Overtrail and Overtrail Plus, let's talk about those for just a second because they look awesome, okay? First of all, you get a unique two-tone paint job, the one that you're seeing in most of these photos and pictures, okay? That sort of khaki-colored Lexus GX 550, that is an Overtrail model, and I think it looks freaking fantastic. In fact, I personally think it looks freaking fantastic in that kind of khaki with the dark gray, black, whatever it is, kind of contrasting color. I think it looks awesome. It looks straight out of the African wilderness. It looks like it's been mixing it up with Defenders and Mercedes G-Wagons. In fact, this looks like the weird love child between a Land Rover Defender and a Mercedes G-Wagon, except it was also the valedictorian, and except it was also the starting quarterback, and except it won't probably break. Okay, I mentioned the 18-inch wheels and the 33-inch tires, but of course, this is a Toyota Lexus product, so you're getting multi-terrain select, you're getting crawl control, you're getting downhill assist, and you're getting an electronic kinetic dynamic suspension, an electronic kinetic dynamic, and you're getting an electronic kinetic dynamic suspension system, okay? The KDS system in Toyotas and Lexuses is sort of well-renowned, praised, worshipped, or whatever for being freaking awesome. They're giving them amazing on-road dynamics as well as amazing off-road dynamics. And you're getting one in this GX. So I am extremely excited about the Overtrail and Overtrail Plus models. I mean, I feel like this is the SUV that Megan has been looking for. You know what though? What does Megan think about the way this thing looks? Because even though she's not here in Austin with me, she's seen the photos and the video.
Okay, so the first pictures I'm looking at are of the Lexus GX, and it literally, the best way I can describe it is that it's like a box on wheels. It is, but like so cool. And I don't know like the panel, like it all, like the shape of it, the panels, the headlights, the grille, it looks so awesome. Like I want to drive this and I want to go in the mountains and be like on a mountain in this immediately. The interior is like the perfect balance of like cool off-road and then like luxury. Like I'm buying this tomorrow.
So I don't know where any of this is going to appear in the video, and I don't really care because I'm here to say that the Lexus GX is a home run. Now keep in mind, we don't know pricing, we don't know fuel economy, we don't know final cargo carrying capability, we don't know all of those things. But from first impressions, this thing is an absolute beast. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's everything that I fell in love with the 4Runner back in the day, wrapped in a modern, more luxurious package. What more could you want? I mean, what more could Megan want? I mean, okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop there and I'm gonna kick it back to myself.
And the Overtrail models, like I said, come with the locking rear differential. So you're getting all of this goodness. If I had to guess, and I'll jump in my own video if I'm right or wrong about this, but if I had to guess, I'm thinking Overtrail sort of starts you on the overlanding, off-roading journey, and Overtrail Plus is probably gonna be all in. All of the stuff just optioned as standard, which that's how I would want it if I was you. But like, you know, if you're more of like Overtrail poser, you might take Overtrail. And if you're like, I actually do want to go off-road sometimes, you probably want to do Overtrail Plus. I'm just saying, you know who you are. But that's how I see it. Overtrail Plus is probably everything all in. And I think that is a really cool proposition. Oh, by the way, guess where the Lexus GX is assembled? Because I know this matters to some of you guys. It's built in Japan. And I know some of you are rejoicing about that because most of Toyota's most legendary off-road models are built or assembled in Japan. And the GX 550 is built in Japan. Okay, so what do I think about all of this? I'm gonna put in my thoughts as I see the model sort of interspersed here at the end of the video, along with me sitting here in my hotel room, but I'll put in my thoughts as well. But from what I've seen so far on paper, the specs, the upcoming potential hybrid engine, the off-road ability, and of course, let's be honest, the looks. It looks fantastic. It looks absolutely fantastic. I am extremely excited about the way that this thing looks. So you combine all that together. Does Lexus have a winner on their hands with the GX 550? I think so. I can't wait to review one. I can't wait to get behind the wheel. I can't wait to put one through its paces. I'm very excited about this model. I know that there are multiple people here that are talking about ditching their Tacomas, their Tundras, or their Sequoias. What's up, TRD John? They're talking about ditching those just so they can put a deposit down on the GX 550 when it is available for sale. I don't blame them. I might wait for that hybrid announcement though. I want to know what's going to be powering it. So you let me know your thoughts in the comments. But this is me, Jax, from Austin, Texas at the Lexus GX 550 reveal event, world premiere of the all-new GX 550.
If you enjoyed this behind the scenes, make sure you let me know. If you think that the Lexus GX is an absolute beast, make sure you let me know in the comments. And as soon as more information is available about this, I will bring it to you. All right? Guys, Lexus GX, home run, no doubt.